Hey guys, this is Wyvern Rider, and we're back with another episode of Let's Play Minecraft. So today I said I was going to go over Eldritch, almost everything Eldritch, but I need to break into a few more monoliths first, so I'm just going to give you all short little clips of me doing that. So just... And the last one, Doom. Ooh, spooky. Alright, I don't know if I can survive. Why didn't I bring... I'm an idiot. I need ladders. Ladders! Except, you know what? I don't want to use ladders. I want to do the whole bucket of water thing. I think that might work out for me. So I'm going to see how well that works and then let y'all know. So that, I mean, I've heard of people using the bucket of water. Okay. I don't know how far down. Okay, so you just take the bucket of water and then you drop in. You just kind of ride it down, I guess. Whee! Well, this is actually rather pleasant as compared to my last attempt. Yeah. Oh, that was nice. So I'll just take this stuff with me. I did not bring a way to get out. I am an idiot. Oh. Okay, so this is an arcane or a void interface? Void interface. And I'll show y'all what that does later. Lators. So I wonder if I can use my flying carpet to get out. Hey, I cannot. Well, oh, duh. Alright, check this. Zoop. Oh, wrong. No. Yes. Okay. That was fun. Alright, so there's that one. I'll go put this Eldritch stuff away up here. And then, be back when I'm ready to break into the second one. Oi, and we're back. Alright, open the portal. Open the portal, jump in. Ah. I think one of you will get that reference. Maybe more than one, I don't know. But if you can tell me what that's a reference to, then I will love you forever. Open the portal, jump in. Whee! I'm just gonna sink forever in this water. This is much better than the previous method used to enter monoliths. Much better. Oh, there's only one chest in this one. I'm disappointed. Oh well. Ah well, still better than the last time. At least I didn't break my... Oh god, how did you get into my house? How did you get in? Did you spawn up? I am going to have to do some serious changes to my house to ensure that that never, ever happens again. Alright, back when I'm ready to break into the last one. Alright, back. Let's do this. Zoop. Come on, bucket. So I would definitely recommend the bucket of water approach, as it is a completely safe way of getting in. But if you're going to get out again, then you're going to either need a void bracelet, or some kind of ladders, something like that. So that's definitely something that I would recommend doing, is this bucket of water approach, because it keeps me from breaking my legs, and it keeps you from breaking your legs. So that's a good thing. There we go. Oh goody, another void interface. You know what, let's turn this one yellow. There we go. I'm gonna take that off the chest, take the chest and everything in it. What's that? Oh wow. So whenever this void chamber is opened, if there's like a chest in the world or like crystals that were where this was gonna be, because if you actually mine out underneath an obelisk, it's just the floating blocks. But once you open it like this, then it generates the rest of the monolith. So if there's crystals that are sitting there, or like one of those randomly generated chests, then the chest will be destroyed and the crystals will get dropped. So that's what that's about. Alright, so now that I've got a lot of void crap, goody goody. Alright. Just put stuff away real quick. Put these ingots in here and just put these artifacts aside for now. And I don't know where I put a saddle. I guess it goes in mob drops. Oh yeah, there we go. Saddle string. Food, food, food. Alright, bread. Bread. Okay, so, Eldritch discoveries. Alright, so what do I want to go over first? Alright, well, it's definitely the void ingot first. So this is a void ingot, and it's just a iron ingot, quicksilver, and seed of darkness in your dark infuser. And you might be saying, but the only way that I can get seeds of darkness is inside monoliths. Well, that's not quite true. So I'm just going to make a couple of those real quick, because that's really one of the... Well, I'm going to set aside 2 or 3 seeds of darkness, just because I might need them for other things. I don't remember. What was I... Oh yes, iron. So how many do I need? 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can count. Alright, so, So this setup that I've got right here is just my dark infuser and a crucible. I've got a advanced beast valve set to taint, so that any taint that's left over after this is done, I can just siphon out. And that will siphon back to my taint destroyer, which I've modified at this moment, so that I've got a bunch of purifiers on it, all hooked to this pump, so that it pumps back into the tank. And the reason I've got so many purifiers is because they each can hold about 4. And so the speed at which that pumps out taint is very fast. So now I've got a couple of void ingots, and I'm going to be using those to build some other things. So let's see. Darkness generator. So this is what you're going to need for... You know what? I have everything I need for that right here. This is what you're going to need to make your seeds of darkness. So I'm just going to head on up here and put that together. There we go. So you're going to get your Eldritch stone across the bottom, your void ingots on the side, an Eldritch mechanism. Now an Eldritch mechanism may be an artifact, but I would recommend keeping as many as you can. So you get this thing called a darkness generator. And a darkness generator needs to be set up next to a monolith. So I guess I'm just going to set it up next to this one. But let's see. I'm going to build a small room for this, because in order for a darkness generator to work, it needs to be in complete darkness. So just build a solid room to keep it in, and maybe you can just like punch a block out of the way, or I'm going to set up a piston so that I can open and close it. So I'll be back when I've made that. Alright, so it doesn't need to be fancy. I just built a simple dirt hut and a little sand switch because I don't have any sticky or glue. So what you need to do is you take regular seeds, like for growing crops, and you put them inside. Then you shut it up, or you shut it, and you just kind of leave it running. Now I need to set a seal around here so that this chunk will stay loaded, so that I don't have to keep coming back out here just to make sure that this is working. So I'll do that later on after I go over a couple more of these. So that's how the darkness generator works. So now we've covered void ingot and darkness generator. So next I suppose, alright, Eldritch stone. You can just take regular smooth stone and a seed of darkness, and you can make those Eldritch bricks that the monolith is made out of. Those things are kind of neat. They're a really cool building material. They're great for visual effects. So the Eldritch mechanism you can actually craft if you have 4 void ingots. So you just take 4 of those, You can make an Eldritch mechanism. So this is actually a way that you can craft artifacts. Only problem is it takes a lot of Quicksilver. Good news is you can take Quicksilver and put it in your duplicator. So you don't have to have like infinite silverwood trees, and you don't have to mine out a trillion billion ton of it. But it will take a good amount of V's if you're making a lot of void ingots and stuff. So just be careful that you don't, or I guess just make a ton of V's. This is a void cutter. It's a tool. It's really neat. It's kind of like an axe, void cutter. It's like a sword axe. So whee! Go find me that zombie. Ah. So it's a pretty effective weapon. It's about as good as a diamond weapon, diamond sword. But I'm going to show y'all what you can do with this later. So I'm going to set that aside. It's a good tool in the meantime. Good for using as a weapon and as an axe, I think. This is a void crusher, which is similar, but not really. So I have a bunch of Eldritch mechanisms now. Alright. So you put the Eldritch mechanism on top this time, and you get the void crusher. And this thing works kind of like a pickaxe. So, but it's more like a crushing tool, I guess. Works the same as a pickaxe. It also works very well on dirt. So it's kind of like a combination pickaxe shovel. So those are some neat Eldritch things. Alright, the next thing that you can craft is an inert Eldritch keystone from 4 Eldritch mechanisms. And remember those slots in the walls? Well, these are what you use to fill them. Unfortunately, I haven't yet discovered the necessary thing. Is what you do is you research the inert Eldritch keystone, and it will open up a new discovery where you can power these and then put them into the slots on the walls. So I'm going to be doing that at some point in time whenever I have the chance to. So you can craft void chests. You just need a lot of void ingots for them. So I think I've got enough here. One of those, but you will need a portable hole. So I believe I have one of those set aside in my tools chest over here. Yeah, I do. So you get a portable hole. So you take your ingots, put them all the way around the outside, put a Eldritch mechanism in the top, and then a portable hole in the center, and you get a void chest. So as you can see, I've got a void chest set up to keep my void items in. Alright, the next thing is a void interface. And what these do is it's kind of like a void chest. I'm not going to craft one of these just because I only have one more portable hole. But since I found some, that's good. So I'm going to take the void interface and another void chest and show you what those do. So if I set up another void chest over here, and I put an interface on top, then I go over here and I put an interface on top of this one. If I walk over to this chest and I open it, or if I open the interface, you'll see that there's a little thing that says 1 out of 2 here. If I switch, I can go between the inventories of these two. But it's 2 separate inventories. So if I were to pick up these disturbing mirrors and put them in here, they would no longer be in here, but they're still in here. So it's a lot like the void chest that was introduced in 1.3.1, but way better. So yeah, and you can also, there are lots of different inventories for this. So you have one for every type of feast crystal. So that's really neat. I love these void items. I think that's all for now for void as far as, or Eldritch, as far as Eldritch goes. Whoops, this is the wrong chest to be putting these in. This is my completed discoveries chest. Silly me. Alright, now I've got a bunch of dirt and stone. Alright, so I did mention last episode, last time, that I was going to be, or going to go over all of what I changed in and around my lab. So I'm gonna go do that. Put these buckets away. Buckets. I can't get enough buckets. Buckets are awesome. So head on down to the lab. Laboratory. Alright, so what I did was I moved all of my V's production from up there to down here. Or not the production. So what this tank is this tank is linked straight up to my crucible. So the crucible will filter down here. So I've got it sorting into V's and taint. And I can't remember if I've already gone over this, but whatever. This will filter down into, and this may just look like a short stack, but it's actually 14 tanks starting from up here and going about 10 down into there. And so what this pump is this is pumping it up from the bottom. So this this tube right here goes over to my infuser, and these tube goes straight to here. Now one thing I did want to show y'all, and these pipes around here, those are all just linked to condensers that I've been using to filter out all the taint. So I recently went about the entire room and filled all the walls with smooth stone, just because I like the look of it. So got the dark infuser here. These are just some more condensers, and that's about all that I've changed down here. This chest once more. I'm gonna go over these, I think, next time, just because those are gonna take a while to make. So the one major change that I made, and I'm really, really proud of this one actually, is my tower. So, and I'm going to be turning this on in a second. So you see I've got pipes that go all the way up. And I've got a couple of tanks up there, but I really want to show y'all what happens when I flip this switch back here. So I'm going to do that. So let's just stand by and watch. This took me a long time to make. So really, I guess this is supposed to be watched from the front of the house. Why are my boots not working? I hate it when my boots don't work. I think it looks like a giant purple Tesla coil, but that's just me. This is so much fun. I think it's lagging. It is lagging. This is so much fun. Just putting these pipes into place. So, I have it filtering into tanks up here. So I'm just going to drop in from the roof. Oh, just dropping by. It's nice to have a room in my house that I can actually get my carpet out for. But currently this is just filtering taint, or feces. So I can't remember if I brought any. No, I didn't bring any tubes with me. Whoops. Oh well. Doesn't really matter. There we go. That works. So what I'm doing is I'm just setting up a giant V's reserve. So I've already got about 13 or 14,000 just sitting in these tanks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so I've got 14,000 just sitting around. So eventually I'm going to pipe these all up and have them come down the back. Just have them come down the back side of the tower. So yeah, that's about it for now. So let's see, next episode. What do I need to be going over? I can't even remember. I guess I'll go down and look at the discoveries chest and see what we have left. It's right at the bottom of the tower. So I've got a switch up here that lets me turn it off from this end too. And that if I flip the switch up here, it leaves the entire tower glowing purple from the outside. It's really cool. Looks great at night. And let's see, discoveries. Where's your son? No. Okay, definitely covering this one. I think I'll cover charms, totems, and enchanters. So hopefully I'll have the last enchanter discovered by the end of the next one. Okay, there's the other totem. And oh, there's another charm. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching. I hope y'all like what I did to the lab and the whole tower thing, because I spent a lot of time on that, and I just liked the idea of it. I mean, it doesn't really have any practical purpose, but I think it looks nice and it adds a little bit of style to my otherwise bleak existence out here in the middle of nowhere with my Thaumic lab and my terrifying experiments. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll check y'all on the save file.